he wanted Steve Nash. Him and Kyrie wanted Steve Nash, who had no coaching experience, no anything. And then he goes up to the president of basketball operations like, hey, you have to fire Steve Nash or you trade me. Okay, welcome to Good Point, bro. This is our first podcast ever. I'm Cameron Hearn here with my brother, Caden Hearn.
Yeah, so I guess we'll start the podcast by just talking about a little bit what we were thinking, what it's about. We appreciate anybody that's viewing right now. This is really cool to us. I think we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. That's kind of why we're doing it, is just to have fun, man. I mean, we argue about stuff all the time now, so may as well just record it for somebody's entertainment because it's not entertaining anybody that's around us. So,
Yep. Yeah.
mostly talking about sports, right?
Yeah, current events, anything that's going on really, but mostly sports.
Yeah, mostly centered around sports. We'll also talk about I think that we're just kind of like the average 18, early 20-year-old, person. So we're just going to talk about whatever's going on in the lives of those people. But a lot of it's going to be about sports. We're going to talk about movies, just stuff that interests us and hopefully interests you as well. Starting off, though, I think that we should maybe talk about the name, but I think you might want to save that. I don't know.
Good point, bro.
Yeah.
We came up with Good Point, bro, because this is like a long time ago, but we were arguing, and
As we always do.
our dad was getting mad at us, so he was like, why can't you guys just look at each other and say, good point, bro? And so we just looked at each other and started laughing because we thought it was so stupid. And then when we were thinking of names to come up with a podcast, Caden just thought of it, and we ran with it, and we think it's a really good idea.
Yeah, we think it's a really good name. So, we don't envision we're not expecting this first episode just to go crazy and viral and stuff. We're just gonna kind of put our heads down and work hard and enjoy it. And you never know. Maybe.
Yeah, we know we suck at this right now.
Yeah.
But we'll
So
get a lot
that's
better.
the other thing. we expect to be terrible, so we're basically just trying to get the terrible episodes out of the way. And then hopefully by the time because like we said, we're gonna talk mostly about sports. So, and sports right now is pretty dull. I mean, you got this back end of the baseball season.
No NBA,
no NBA, no NFL, college football's next week.
Yeah.
So we'll have a little bit more to talk about as we start out, but hopefully we got a good flow to it by the end of the semester, by December or so. And that's kind of when sports will be. That's like the December, January, February is like the time for sports. So.
And we're from Alabama, so we are Alabama fans.
Oh yeah, so we can talk about that a little bit if you want. Yeah. Our background
and. Our dad is from Chicago, so we're Cubs fans, and he used to go to Cubs games all the time. And we're from Alabama, so we're Alabama fans.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because our mom's from Detroit, our dad's from Chicago. Our dad is from the south side, but he would take the train to the north side, I guess. He's kind of like Cameron. Cameron likes everything that nobody likes. So, there's the popular opinion and there's Cameron's opinion. It's always
that is you. That's you.
Who's the GOAT, Cam?
LeBron.
Oh, okay.
And along with 35% of people think that too.
That's the minority.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Who do you? Cameron always the villain. He always he just. Yeah, I don't know.
Big Thanos guy.
He has. I don't know. You guys will like Cameron as you guys get to know him more. But anyway, I guess Dad was like that in a way, and he just wanted to be against the grain because the rest of the family likes the White Sox.
He's the devil's advocate.
Yeah. So, and then our mom's from Michigan, and we don't like any of those teams. Really.
No, they're terrible. And the city
Detroit
sucks.
sports is just.
And the city's trash.
Rough. Yeah,
the city's trash.
Well, that's the thing about you go to Chicago and we go downtown. It's fun, go shopping, eat, whatever. You go downtown Detroit.
Just depressing to be there.
Abandoned buildings.
And there's no fans at their games.
Yeah, dude. There's more just regular baseball fans at their games than Tigers fans.
Yeah. No, Wrigley Field's the GOAT for sure.
Oh, Wrigley Field's the best, dude. Dude, I want to go back up there. I'm gonna try to go back up there.
I want to go to New York. I want to go to a Yankees game.
Yeah, Yankee Stadium.
Speaking of Yankees,
Speaking of the Yankees, bro.
They're struggling.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what I was
like.
telling you is they won last night. Benintendi, first career home
And the
run.
thing is like I've never seen an organization like the Astros. Like as far as like the most consistent organization of the MLB of my lifetime would be the Astros. Somehow they like lose players. They lost Correa, and it doesn't matter. They just keep winning.
Yeah, they're
I
good.
don't know their front office and people must just be
and they're
ridiculous.
trash cans.
Yeah, and they come back from the cheating scandal and just
They
keep
came-
winning like they don't care.
They do
It
not
doesn't
care.
faze them.
They actually don't care.
Yeah, they're savages.
Yeah, they actually don't care.
Yeah,
I'm not a huge fan of the Astros, but that's what it
I just respect greatness.
is. You got to.
Yeah,
But yeah, the Yankees, dude, started off hot. Really hot start to the year. Aaron Judge, really hot start. Really hot year in period. for
yeah,
Aaron
he's
Judge.
gonna win MVP because he's still not hitting terrible. I mean, he's at a little slump, but he's doing fine.
Yeah, he's at a short slump. And
Yeah.
the team just needs him, right? Because when he's bad, the team's
I just
bad.
don't trust the Yankees, and I'm choosing the Astros. If they had a 7-game series, I'm choosing the Astros
over the
any
Yankees.
day. Yeah,
Yeah,
I just,
that's not a terrible take.
The Yankees just kind of
But the Yankees
find a way
ceiling,
to
the Yankees
lose.
ceiling is, it's
Yeah, they're the
World
best. They've
Series,
been
crazy
the best
playoff.
team in baseball
Yeah.
besides the stretch. But I mean, I just don't trust them in the playoffs.
yeah. They
just
lost
find
3-4
a way.
against the Blue Jays their last series. Lost the
Yeah.
first 3, won last night. Benintendi home run to kind of
Yeah.
seal the deal there.
Yeah. Maybe they'll get Tatis.
Yeah, maybe they'll get Tatis next year.
Yeah, but he has that
It
long.
seems like those teams, the Padres, the Yankees, those guys just pay for whatever they want now. Huh?
Yeah. Well, they'd have to trade for him because he's locked in with the Padres
For
for
a
like
while.
the next 13 years.
Yeah.
So I don't think the Padres really like
The,
Fernando.
the
right
Angels
now.
are just wasting talent, huh?
Yeah,
the
the
An-
Angels.
the Angels are like-
the Angels is just a sad organization.
The Angels are
And Mike Trout gets hurt every year now.
Dude,
he's
that's what
hurt.
I'm saying. So the Angels are basically like,
They
who
just
cares about
threw
the
him-
playoffs? Let's make money on our stars. That's
Yeah.
basically what they do. And
Yeah.
Shohei,
Trout. He's still playing center, isn't he?
there's no way.
No, I think he is. He needs to be a corner outfielder. He's getting too old for center.
Yeah, I mean, Bryce Harper quit playing center like,
He
Year
was
two.
DH this year, and Bryce was having a crazy good year until he got hurt. I think Bryce has found like
I
he's
feel
in
like
his prime now. Like he figured it out.
baseball is like so much less of a contact sport, and there's injuries constantly among stars.
Yeah,
Like the NBA,
there is a ton of
the
injuries.
NBA, there's like 2, 3.
Well,
like,
not the past couple years. It's been ridiculous how many injuries there's been.
really in the
Yeah.
NBA.
Yeah, they broke the record the year the Bucks won. They had like the stupid amount of like you had
Yeah,
James
yeah.
Harden got hurt, Kyrie got hurt. I'm trying to think of other people. But yeah, they broke the record of like most
Devin Booker got hurt
injuries.
in that postseason, didn't he? And came back in the finals.
Yeah, I think he did.
I think he missed like 2 games or something like that. But yeah,
But
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
was seeing a YouTube video of like how, cause like how everybody will joke on LeBron winning in the bubble, like the bubble
Yeah.
championship, but you could literally put an asterisk on every single NBA finals, like every
Yeah.
single championship, you can put an asterisk.
because there's
So
some
there's
reason.
just no there's no reason to do it. Like
Except for Jordan's teams.
yeah, exactly.
Except for Jordan's teams.
But
The only asterisk is the 2 years that Jordan was playing baseball. Those teams get an asterisk because the Bulls.
yeah,
won.
you could get an asterisk for that. You can
The
give an
Bulls-
asterisk for the 2017 Warriors because when they Kawhi Leonard went down in Game 1 and they were up by 20 before he went down at Golden State at Golden State because Golden State had a better record. So yeah, and then 2018 Chris Paul goes down when they're up 3-2.
Yeah,
So that is 2 asterisks for the Warriors titles.
2019.
'Cause, yeah, I hate the Warriors.
I hate the Warriors, man.
Yeah.
I respect the Warriors.
Yeah.
Their front office is insane, dude.
Yeah, they just
They
they're
draft
on a
ins-
different level.
They draft so well.
The sign
All
and
these
trade-
guys are like they signed like 2 of them.
The sign and trade they had with D'Angelo Russell. Like they
Yeah.
signed him and then traded for Andrew Wiggins. That was just like a super
Yeah,
good move. And everyone's
Yeah.
like, why are you signing D'Angelo Russell? You have so many guards or whatever. And it was just they're just ahead of the game.
man, they're good, dude.
Yeah. Why couldn't LeBron get drafted by an organization like that?
Man,
If LeBron got drafted by the Warriors,
LeBron's on the Los
would
Angeles
have
Lakers,
won.
bro.
No, I'm
The
talking about when
prime
he
time
got
team.
when he got
And then he's still not good.
No, I'm talking
They're still not
about he
good.
got drafted by Cleveland. It's not where he is. I'm talking about where he got
Yeah, I
drafted.
mean, the Cleveland's the worst organization in NBA history, basically.
Well, I mean, they have a good young team now, but
oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, I'm always gonna be a fan of Colin Sexton. Roll Tide.
Darius Garland is
Darius
he's
Garland's the
gonna
real
be
deal.
a stud.
He's good.
Yeah, he's one of the best shooters in basketball.
He's really good.
Yeah, he reminds me a lot of Kyrie. He's just has amazing
Just super
skills.
athletic. Yeah.
Just has super.
Doesn't have necessarily the size, but makes plays regardless.
Yeah, he's a small guard, but he's just one of the best skill players.
Yeah, dude, he's
Oh
really
no,
good.
and speaking of the NBA, I just hate. I've never seen anybody like Kevin Durant in my life.
Bro, Kevin
Like
Durant
I
is
can't stand Kevin Durant.
Man,
And
dude.
if this podcast ever blows up, he's probably gonna tweet at us
He's not gonna
But
tweet
the
at
thing-
us. He's literally. You know what he's gonna do?
or have
Yeah, he's
one
gonna
of
have
his
some-
burners.
Yeah.
But
It's
the
gonna-
thing is
Nah,
like
Kevin Durant is gonna tweet at us.
Kevin Durant might be the most insecure human.
Dude, Kevin Durant, for being so talented,
Yeah.
so loved, he absolutely, like, I don't know, like, to the way that he takes everything so personal from,
Yeah.
like, media is remarkable to me.
Like
Because-
you
well,
never
you-
see
it-
LeBron
that's what I was about
tweeting
to
out
say,
to
is
anybody, and he gets
LeBron-
more hate than anybody who's ever lived.
LeBron, he's got more hate, more love,
Yeah.
and both spectrums of the
Yeah.
side, he's gotten it all, and he's so even killed.
Yeah, he never tweets at anybody or anything, and then Kevin Durant,
Kevin Durant, like,
he
takes
just
everything
he's
so
so
personal.
emotional.
Bro, you know what kills me every time I watch it?
And how do you go? Like you're at the Brooklyn Nets right now. You have Ben Simmons, who's one of the best defenders in the league.
Maybe.
No, he definitely is. He was gonna win Defensive Player of the Year, or he was like
I don't know if
second.
he'll ever play basketball again, bro.
Oh, he said he's ready to go. I mean, you never know with with the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, I
No, I
don't
mean,
trust
yeah,
them at all. But I'm
Regardless,
saying
you have
that
Kyrie,
you have Kyrie,
one of the best guards in the
Ben
league.
Simmons. You have depth. Where else would? Why would you want to get traded? And this is hilarious because this is just sad for the Brooklyn Nets. He wanted Steve Nash. Him and Kyrie wanted Steve Nash, who had no coaching experience, no anything. And then he goes up to the president of basketball operations like, hey, you have to fire Steve Nash or you trade me. You wanted him in the first place. Like, you did the organization so dirty. You wanted Steve Nash, who never has coached a basketball game in his life, and then said, now I want you to fire him or you trade me. And if you get traded, you have the pieces they have to give. You might not even be a title contender anyways.
No.
Because they have to
You
give so
won't
many
be.
pieces for you.
Because, well, that's the thing, dude. The Nets are asking super high. They're going to, dude, if they trade him, they're not going to win a finals if they trade
Well,
him.
the Rudy
They're not
Gobert trade ruined everything because they traded like 5 first-round picks for him. They traded like 5 players and 5 first-round picks for Rudy Gobert, who is just a meme. He's just a living meme.
He's
Like,
a good defender.
He's the
a good
one that,
he's
when
a
he
good
touched.
defender, though.
Remember when he touched all the mics?
all the mics right before
Yeah.
COVID? Yeah.
And
he,
every
was, he was basically the reason for the lockdown. And dude,
And
there were
then-
so many memes about that.
and then
Donovan
when,
Mitchell, bro. He's just that's a career being
I
wasted
hope
in
he
Utah.
goes to the Knicks.
The
I hope he
Knicks,
goes to
bro.
the Knicks.
Such
That
a,
would just they would at least be like a 7 seed, 6. No, the East
it
is
doesn't
so
matter if
deep.
they're good.
They would
They're-
at least be in the plan.
They're the New
it would
York
be
Knicks.
exciting,
They're
yeah.
a staple of the NBA,
Yeah.
and they're absolute garbage.
It would
Everyone
be
that-
like if the Yankees have been trash for
Yeah.
years. Like the Knicks is such a valuable organization.
baseball
for the
is
NBA.
just ridiculous though because of the salaries. But yeah, the Knicks, man. I mean, how are you not good? You're the New York Knicks. Like 3,
No,
4
how are you
rebuild years.
good? You're the New York Knicks.
That's how
The
it
New York
feels.
Knicks is they're just a laughing stock.
That's how it feels. But regardless, I mean, you get a guy like Donovan Mitchell in there. You get, buys. You get people wanting to come watch. You get a superstar. They need something like that regardless. I mean, Julius Randle's not that guy.
No, he's not that guy.
He's not that guy.
He's like a 3rd or 4th guy. He fooled everybody with that one season he had,
Yeah,
and
dude,
then
he
did awful in the
He
playoffs.
did, dude.
He averaged like 23, and they were the 4 seed. And Derrick Rose had is he still on the Knicks?
Derrick
I
Rose?
think so. Yeah.
I believe he is, yeah. He left
He
and
had
then came
he
back.
averaged like 18 that year. I mean,
he's not the same.
no, of course not.
He's a 6-man at best.
Yeah, he could be maybe like at his best he's like a 6 man of the year, but he's still a valuable player. I hope for
You
the
see that picture of Brandon Ingram?
Uh-uh.
Dude has like full afro, full beard. Like it looks like he's not seen daylight. And
It
there's
looks
just
like
so many memes about him just like he's putting his head down for the year.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta show you that.
That's funny that you mentioned that because the Pelicans refused to trade him for Kevin Durant. It's
Dude,
funny because
he's-
all these teams are refusing to trade their young stars for Kevin Durant.
Bro, look at this dude right now.
Yeah, that's he looks
He looks like
he
a
looks
homeless
like
man.
Kevin Durant because he never like Kevin Durant never looks like he takes care of his hygiene.
That picture of the Ashy with the socks
Yeah.
and the
Like,
fucking socks.
all they do is just hoop. That's it. They don't take care of themselves.
Yeah, but I mean, whatever. It's whatever you're feeling. They're good at basketball.
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram is. I feel like he's gonna have a great year.
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna have a great.
I feel
year.
like the Pelicans are kind of my sleeper team in the West for sure. Yeah,
Zion's coming back.
The Zion
Jinx.
situation to me is just
Jinx.
kind of funny because he would just
That
like he was out for the
green
whole
to
year
be
and then
so
he'd just
fat.
post a video of him doing like a 360 between the legs to just stay relevant.
Yeah, bro. They were like, Zion, he's fat, man. He doesn't have his athleticism anymore. And then he just posts like a dunk that would.
He was
Any
built
dunk would
better at Duke in high school. He was built like a
Dude, his
freaking truck
his
and had
high
no
school
fat.
clips are the
Yeah.
best high school clips I've ever seen.
Well, I forgot you told me this, but the LSU coach told his scouting director, "Hey, I want you to find the best athlete in the nation, like across all sports." And he came back to him and said Zion Williamson when he was in high school, and they offered him a spot on the football team. But
For LSU.
yeah,
Ed Orgeron said that?
I don't know who was the coach. I don't think it was Ed Orgeron. Maybe.
Go Tigers.
Yeah.
Ed Orgeron.
I wonder
Speaking
what
of college
he's
football,
doing. I wonder what he's doing right now.
my man's eating
Probably
crawfish
in the
with
club.
a girl on his left and a girl on
Yeah.
his right.
Probably.
That dude is something, bro.
He's a beast.
He's wearing LSU gear still. He's him, man.
Who?
You think of Les Miles?
No. Who is the Notre Dame coach that went to LSU?
Oh, Kelly?
Yeah,
Brian Kelly?
Yeah, Brian Kelly.
He'll do
I
good there.
think, yeah, he will. Because his recruiting's going to be so much better, probably.
Notre Dame,
Yeah,
like,
the
who wants to play
SEC.
Notre Dame? Independent. There's no telling who they're going to play. They'll never, like,
Yeah, I mean, but Notre Dame's such a storied franchise, but that's kind of going
They're-
away, I feel like.
oh, it needs to, bro. It needs
Well,
to.
I think
'cause
there
every
were
time-
rumors that they were going to join the Big Ten. That would be good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about time. Where's
Well,
Notre
that's what
Dame
happens
at?
is they get this hype, and then they make the playoffs and get smoked
Yeah.
by Alabama.
And then once
Roll
you
Tide.
just keep getting smoked, they're going to lose trust in you.
oh,
unless they're
gonna
undefeated,
quit
they're
from
not
there.
getting
You're an
in.
independent school.
Well, unless they're undefeated, they're
'cause
not
there's that
getting
one
in now
year-
because
2020, they played in the ACC,
I just want them to do a 12-team playoff.
and that was a fun year, dude. Because they had that guy, that QB that year. What was his name? I think.
Oh, when they played Bama,
Yeah. They. Well,
the
no,
guy
they
who got
no. They,
catfished. Is that him?
no.
Oh,
They made a documentary about that. It's on Netflix.
that's funny.
Yeah. The dude. Yeah, he got catfished. Dang, bro. What's his name?
He has a funny name.
Well, he's Hawaiian
Yeah.
or Polynesian or something like that. But yeah, dude. He thought his. Well, I think his grandma did die. To be fair, right before the national title. But
Don't matter.
they died on
were
the same
getting
day.
smoked.
His girlfriend and his grandma. They lost 42-14. I don't think he's a.
Yeah, they were. I think we were up like something stupid at halftime.
Yeah, it's 42-14, and Bama played third strings in the national championship game.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but I don't know. Who do you got at sleeper picks in the SEC this year? I don't think it's much of a sleeper, but Ole Miss is finishing a top 10 team.
Who's going to be their quarterback this year? Because they lost that one.
Let's find out.
That one guy who was pretty good.
Yeah, he was good. He was Lane Kiffin's like best friend or whatever. Oh, they got a transfer today. Yesterday.
Who?
The UFC QB transferred to Ole Miss yesterday.
The UFC?
Or
Oh.
UCF, sorry, UCF.
Oh.
Oh, my bad. That dude transferred to UCF. John Plumlee.
He was supposed to be their starter and transferred
You know
to
Gus
UCF.
Malzahn is at UCF?
Uh-uh.
Me neither. Yeah, that's funny. Gus Malzahn.
I wonder if Auburn's going to do anything this year.
The dude that would win just enough games to stay at Auburn over and over.
Yeah.
Like,
he would always win the game where they were like, he's going to get fired if he loses.
yeah.
And he'd win.
And they'd keep him there over and
Yeah.
over. They'd be like, he's out. He'd beat Bama. And they'd be like, all right, we'll sign him to a 3
Dude, Texas A&M is probably my sleeper, but I don't know if that counts.
A&M doesn't have a QB either.
I don't think if that counts as a sleeper, though.
A&M doesn't have a
How do they
QB
have the
either.
best recruiting? I don't understand.
Because they pay their players. Nick
Yeah.
Saban told us.
Yeah. He basically said, if I pay my players, I think he was just
He was
butthurt
like-
that Texas A&M got number one, probably. Recruiting.
Man, yeah, I'm obviously a big Saban guy, but that was pretty rough.
Yeah, that was a bad look.
That was pretty rough.
Because Jimbo just took it to him.
Oh, Jimbo's
Jimbo's not
too.
afraid of him. Jimbo hates him.
No, yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know when we
That-
play him,
that
but it's
game
going to
is
be a
circled.
massacre.
I think it's November.
Bama will destroy them.
I think it's November.
Because there was that one time when Jimbo said we're going to beat their ass.
October 8th.
And then Nick said, in golf, question mark. And it was hilarious.
Dude, Nick Saban's comebacks are fire. He is
Yeah.
good at that stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, his post-conference, like, just talks in general. I love him. Gotta love old Nick, roll tide. They got A&M starting at 6 to start this year. Let's take a look at that. You
Yeah.
want to take a look at that?
Sure.
Preseason
Top
rankings?
25.
Yeah.
Bama's number one per usual.
I got Bama in the SEC, obviously. We got number 1, Alabama.
Two is
Speaking of
Ohio State.
Alabama, Bryce Young back-to-back. What do you
No.
think?
CJ Stroud, because
Will Anderson.
Bryce Young had a stupid year last year, and he's gonna have to repeat. He's gonna have to have a better year this year to win, or they're gonna say he backtracked. And CJ Stroud, I mean, the Ohio State's probably gonna win the Big Ten, and he has a crazy amount of weapons. The defenses in the Big Ten aren't good.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna score a lot of points. I'm sure he's gonna win the Heisman.
Anyway, we got number 1, Alabama. They got my Heisman pick, Will Anderson. Write it down. Put it on the whiteboard. We're going to need a whiteboard. We're going to put our picks on there.
That would
Anyway.
be amazing.
The whiteboard picks.
No, if Will Anderson won.
Yeah, Will Anderson wins the Heisman Trophy. Cameron's got C.J. Stroud. Anyway, number 1, Alabama. Number 2, Ohio State. Number 3 is Georgia. I think Georgia is not them this year, guys. And it might be some Alabama bias.
Here's the thing about Georgia is they had the best recruiting class, or
2016.
top 5 recruiting class of all time in 2018. Those
18.
guys were all seniors.
Yeah, last year.
And
all
everybody's
got
saying this
drafted.
was going to be a rebuild year for Alabama, and they still lost Alabama, and both of our receivers had to go down for them
Yeah.
to win the game or the national championship.
Because that first half was close.
that's the ridiculous thing about me. That's the number 1 recruiting class. They're all seniors, and it's still
Yeah, I don't have
barely
Georgia
won the
number 3.
national championship.
You know what
and beat
surprised me? You
Alabama.
want to hear this one?
What?
Number 4, Clemson.
I mean,
What a jump.
I feel like
Clemson last year was
They
the year
didn't
that
lose
Bama
it.
was supposed to have.
they didn't,
Clemson was supposed to be good last year.
they didn't lose
Bama
anyone.
was supposed to rebuild last year. They lost 3 games last
Yeah.
year. Clemson did.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying they didn't lose anyone as far as I think.
Oh,
they
yeah. I
kept a
mean,
bunch of their
that QB
players.
is terrible.
Yeah, he was bad.
He
But
was-
I guess he got.
He was bad, and he was on that Dr. Pepper commercial before the year started.
Yeah, he was a Heisman favorite.
Did you? Oh, speaking of that, dude, I saw this. Who was it, man? It was a QB in the SEC. Never played a game, and he got like $1 million in endorsement deals and then he quit this year. So last year he got $1 million in endorsements. Didn't play a game. This year he quit. So
So
he
he's
just
done with football.
he just got $1 million endorsements and quit football.
Yeah, that's cool.
Dang, man. Hey, let me know in the comments if you know that guy's name. I don't feel like googling it. But dang, dude, that's hilarious. But they're gonna change that. Somebody's gonna, because right now you can't do endorsements based on playtime
I hope
in
that
college.
USC does good with Lincoln Riley
You
this
hope.
year.
Dude. Forget the Pac-12, bro.
But USC,
Anyway, we got
That's a historic.
Clemson at 4, like I said. We got Notre Dame at 5, because when did they not start in the top 5 and end up in the bottom 25? Number 6, A&M. So hopefully they stay hot till they get beat by Bama. At Bama, right? They're at
Bama this year.
Utah at 7, Michigan at 8, Oklahoma at 9, despite losing their QB. They lost both QBs, so I don't know who's QB there. But they stayed 9, and they have a new coach. I don't
Rattler
see them,
went to USC.
I don't see them finishing in the top 10.
Spencer Rattler transferred to USC.
South Carolina.
Oh.
The other Caleb Williams is at USC.
Yeah, Caleb Williams. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Heisman candidate as well.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I'm sure. I mean, quarterback plays.
They're looking at him at Heisman.
Quarterback play is going to be good this year.
All right, we got Baylor at 10, Oregon at 11, Oklahoma State at 12. Great season last year.
Yeah.
NC State at 13, USC at 14, Michigan at 15, Miami at 16. Miami will always start ranked and always finish unranked.
I wonder see if Texas.
Because they're Miami.
In there.
They don't have Texas in there, but Texas plays Bama. I don't remember what week it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or I make that up.
And Arch Manning isn't.
Oh, I made that up. Oh no, they do play September 10th.
Arch Manning isn't starting for them this year.
No, why would you?
I'm just saying.
Why would you?
I wonder.
So we got Alabama's schedule this year is looking Utah State, Monroe, Arkansas, Tennessee, LSU, Austin, PA, Texas, Vandy, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and Auburn. So not a super tough looking season this year for Alabama. Obviously the big one circled there.
Everybody says Alabama has a weak schedule every single year.
Yeah, and Dad's argument. Dad makes that argument. My dad, huge Alabama fan, obviously, makes this huge argument every year. Everybody's like, Alabama's schedule isn't tough compared to the other SEC teams like Auburn, and he's always like, Alabama can't play Alabama. That's his argument
have
because
to play Georgia every year. That's the thing.
Yeah, they do. So Auburn probably does have a tougher schedule, but anyway, his argument is that Alabama obviously makes the strength of schedule go up for other teams, despite theirs not going up.
Well, that one year Auburn had to play Bama. They beat Bama.
Oh, that was a great. They had a 2-loss SEC.
Super. Yeah.
They almost made the playoffs with 2 losses, basically.
Well, they had a crazy hard schedule that year. They had to do I forget what year. I think it was 2017.
No, it was.
Yeah, it was Jalen Hurts.
We won the title that year because we made the playoffs as a 4 seed.
Yeah, no, we got crushed by Auburn that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Auburn beat Georgia, beat Alabama, and then had to beat Georgia again in the SEC championship.
So Auburn started off that year.
This is it, 2017.
Maybe not. It has 3 games. Yeah, dude, that was nuts because they made the SEC championship with 2 losses against Georgia and lost.
But the fact that they even got there was crazy.
Because they lost mid-season, so they were written off, right? 26-14 against Alabama.
Yeah, they had a really bad loss. I feel like that year. Somebody.
So they started off with Georgia Southern, destroyed them. Mercer destroyed them. Mississippi State destroyed them. LSU won by 4. A&M destroyed them. Monroe destroyed them. They lost to Clemson in a close one, 14-6. That's when everybody was like,
that's
their
super
defense.
tough schedule.
Well, that's when everybody thought their defense was incredible. Auburn's defense, because they held Clemson to 14. Destroyed Missouri. Destroyed Ole Miss. Destroyed Arkansas. Destroyed Georgia, actually. 40-17. I didn't realize that. Did you?
They destroyed who?
Georgia in the regular season.
Yeah, that's what I said. They beat Georgia, and then they beat Alabama.
Yeah,
and then they had to beat Georgia to maybe get in, but they lost them in the championship or SEC championship.
So I'm not seeing their second loss. Do they only have 1 loss? Oh, they lost to LSU by 4.
Yeah,
they lost to LSU by 4.
They have 2 losses.
LSU and Clemson.
Yeah.
LSU and Clemson. What a year! So this Gus Malzahn was on this team, right?
Yeah. He was there from 2012
so they lose
to
Clemson. When they lose to LSU, they're 5-2. Some of them around then they were kind of just like, oh,
Yeah.
they're not really gonna have a chance. Which is funny. The SEC's like that, bro. Because any other conference, you lose 1 or 2, you're still good. You lose 3, probably not. Like I think Clemson made the ACC championship with 3 losses, didn't they? Or no, they didn't. They didn't make it. They didn't make it. Because I think Georgia Tech won the ACC last year.
Georgia Tech?
Yeah, didn't they?
No way.
Who was it?
Georgia Tech sucks.
Was it Virginia Tech?
I'm trying to. I know it wasn't Clemson. I think.
It was Virginia Tech. No, that's not right. This is basketball. What the heck? Makes sense that when you Google ACC, it's basketball.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I remember. Do you want to guess? Or you can see it.
Yeah.
It's Pitt. Over Wake
Yeah,
Forest.
Pitt had that really good quarterback.
So did Wake Forest. Pitt had that dude that pretended to slide.
Yeah, that was cold.
Yeah.
He got drafted in the first round, I think.
Yeah, he had that dude that pretended to slide, and then
Yeah. Juked him out, and then
they put a rule on that like a week
Yeah.
later.
no, like a day later.
Yeah.
Like it was like
It makes
instant.
sense. That should not be.
Yeah, that's
you should not be
awful.
allowed to do that.
I feel bad
Dang.
for defenders
So
now.
let's move on to we've covered a lot of the NBA, but not we've covered the NBA, the NFL, college football. Let's move over to back to the NBA for opening day and Christmas Day games. You get a look at those.
The one I'm excited for opening day, of course, is Lakers Warriors. I'm excited. Well, as a LeBron fan, I hope Russell Westbrook isn't on the Lakers opening day, but it looks like it's probably going to be that way. So I hope to see
Well, we got 2 months.
Russell Westbrook improve a little bit. And I think it would be best if he just came off the bench. And because if you think about it, LeBron
Sixers,
has to
Celtics.
have. Yeah, that's a good one. LeBron has to have the ball in his hands at all times. So him and Russell Westbrook on the court, you're just devaluing Russell Westbrook's value because Russell Westbrook has to have the ball in his hands to do anything. So I think if you put Russell Westbrook on the bench and he's with the second unit, he can have, like, he can get a burst with the
Yeah.
second unit. There's no reason, like, him and LeBron don't complement each other at all. They just
No.
get in each other's way.
No, I agree.
So I think if Russell Westbrook's still on the team, which I hope he's not, he just comes off the bench.
Yeah.
And Darvin Ham said that if people aren't willing to accept their roles, then he'll make changes. So to me, that was a shot at Westbrook. Because Westbrook's just delusional.
Westbrook, I mean,
He's not who he was
he's not who he was.
at
No,
all.
James Harden took that pay cut.
Yeah, that made me
Like him.
respect James Harden
Yeah.
because he realized, okay, I didn't perform at
I don't
the
deserve
level that I was, and now I'm gonna put the team first and
Yeah.
go and win it. That just makes me, because he said, I don't care about the money anymore. I just like legacy is more important to me now. Well, actions speak louder than words. So now I actually believe you that.
Yeah,
you
dude. The
do-
Sixers.
You do want to win a title
If
because
the
you
Sixers
put
don't win a
team
title in
first.
the next few years, it's gonna be pretty sad for the talent.
Yeah,
that
I
they've
really
had.
would want them to win.
Yeah,
I like
them to win a
Joel
lot.
Embiid too.
Yeah, I like Joel Embiid. But anyway, we got Sixers, Celtics. That's a good one. Los Angeles Lakers, Golden State Warriors, another good one. Those 2 games are played on October 18th.
Yeah,
That
birthday.
is my birthday, my 21st birthday. Hopefully around that time.
The
I'll be
NBA
in
season
Chicago.
feels so long.
Which I think the Bulls play that Saturday at the
Oh,
United
that would be
Center.
cool to go there.
So I'm gonna try to go to that. At the
Who do they
United
play?
Center. That weekend? I'm
Did
not
you
sure.
Speaking of the Bulls, did you see that Giannis said that he'd want to play there
Dude, who
in
won
the
it?
future?
Who won it?
No.
He
Nobody talks
he
about the Bulls
Well,
like
it's
that.
funny. He must like it over there because Milwaukee's like an hour north.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Like,
literally like
he
not
likes
even,
the-
not even an hour, really. It's
He
like
likes it up
45
there.
minutes. And, yeah, he said, maybe I'll play for the Bulls in the future. I don't know. Giannis says
I don't
some
think he
funny
owes the
things.
Bucks nothing.
No, not after he won one.
Not after he
I mean,
won
he still
2
has that
MVPs.
has to play out that contract, but
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of that, he'll only be like 30. So
Right. Anyway, let's see. Oh, Thursday, Clippers, Lakers. I'm guessing Kawhi's healthy.
Yeah. That's my pick to win it all, sadly.
The Clippers?
Yeah. I mean, Ty Lue, I think, is the best coach in the NBA. They didn't have Paul George or Kawhi last year, and I believe they still made the play-in. I just think that
Paul George played
Kawhi's
last
going to
year, I
come
thought.
back and be a MVP candidate or first team All-NBA probably caliber player. And you got Paul George as his right-hand man. Their defense is going to be really good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I see them winning it all.
They definitely
Them or
could.
the Clippers Bucks to me is going to be the finals.
The Clippers Bucks.
Yeah.
Bucks
And
are the
I'm
East,
going
huh?
to pick the Clippers to win.
All right. Some other opening day games. We got the Mavs versus the Pelicans. That's a good one. By the way, a lot of these are on TNT. November 15th on TNT, the Knicks versus the Jazz. That's
Donovan's going to be playing his old team.
dude, I hope. I hope. Let's see. Let's go to Christmas Day. The Christmas Day games.
Like
There's 5 of them. Yeah, Lakers Mavs. That's cool. I like that one. It's like a friendly game.
Yeah.
Love Doncic. Sixers Knicks. Hopefully the Knicks are good. They won't be though. Nuggets Suns. That's a good one. Because Jokic has turned into the ultimate villain.
Well, if you get, yeah,
Like
he doesn't care. He's a savage.
him or his brothers, bro. Grizzlies Warriors and then Bucks Celtics.
I hope Jamal Murray comes back and does this thing.
Bro,
becomes
Jamal Murray-
Bubble Jamal Murray.
Yeah, Bubble Jamal Murray was fire.
Yeah. If they get him, they can be a contender.
Yeah, for sure. I like
Who's
that.
your pick for MVP this year? Who do you
NBA
think?
MVP.
Yeah.
You got one? Did you say one?
I think that's so tough because it's not gonna be Jokic because he's not gonna win 3 in a row.
Jokic shouldn't have won 2 in a row.
Yeah, it should have been Joel Embiid.
Yeah, Joel Embiid should have won last year. Speaking of that, I got Joel Embiid next year.
Yeah. I hope.
How many
LeBron-
times does that happen?
To me, it's
The
a
guy that
crime.
runs up gets it the next year.
Well, I mean, that happened to
It
James
happens all the
Harden.
time.
He finished
James
second
Harden,
place like
yeah, to Steph
3 or 4 times.
and to Russ, right?
Yeah, he's gotten second place 3 or 4 times.
Dude,
'Cause
that
I
stretch
feel
of
like
basketball was the most fun basketball of all time.
What?
2K16 came out, best 2K of all time. Best 2K. The 2016, the stint with the Warriors and the Cavs played over and over. Great stars in the NBA, super fun to watch every game.
Yeah, that was the best. That
Super
was
fun,
prime
bro.
NBA.
And I don't know if it was just like my age, like
Once
I don't know, but watching the NBA during that time, dude, everything during that time. Uzi was dropping great music.
Yeah. 2016.
2016
was, the
was,
GOAT year.
oh man, dude, it was
Yeah.
the best year ever. Anyway, here we are in 2022. 6 years later,
Gone down here.
talking about
gone
LeBron
downhill.
dropping 30 still. Who would have thought that sitting in 2016?
Yeah.
LeBron.
He's just a freak.
Well, that's the thing, bro. Because what is Bronny? He's a junior.
Bronny's a senior.
Bronny's a senior.
Yeah.
So we're That's
He's
nuts,
going-
bro.
he's-
Because
but
he was
he
saying
has
like
to go to college, so I
2
mean,
years.
yeah. And
So-
LeBron could be dropping 30 then.
That's what I'm
I have
saying.
no-
That's what's crazy.
When is he gonna fall off?
That's what's so like
He turns.
that's what I was thinking.
38 this year. Yeah.
back in like whenever he said that when Bronny was a freshman or whatever, he was like, I want to play with Bronny. Like you were like, oh, like old man Bron
Yeah.
shouldn't even be in the NBA
But
anymore.
he could be still like a top 10 player.
Dude could be starting because he's good enough to start, not
Yeah.
because he's LeBron.
Yeah.
That is nuts to me.
And the type of person LeBron is, I doubt he stays in the NBA unless he's like a top 5 caliber player.
Yeah.
I just don't think that's gonna happen. Like I would not want to see LeBron have Jordan Wizards years
No.
and lower his
bro.
stats.
No, bro, you don't want to see that. Dang, man.
I know people like to forget
Oh,
those years.
bro.
They exist.
So I know you didn't. I know you missed the fights,
Yeah.
but that Usman dude, I can actually look that up for you. Cause I don't know
I
if you
saw
really
it.
got to see it all the way. So Usman is He's winning the whole fight. I mean, he's just winning the whole fight. But yeah, so 4 minutes and 4 seconds into the 5th round. So the fight is almost over. Usman won. Usman won unanimously.
Has he spoke about it?
Usman? The only post fight I watched was Leon Edwards. Dude's super cool, man. Mad respect to that guy. I mean, won a ton of fights in a row. We had to sit through watching Usman fight the same 2 guys over and over.
Yeah, it's great for the UFC that he lost.
Leon Edwards comes in, massive underdog.
Yeah.
Even in the fight, like, dude, in the 5th round, I wish I'd imagine some dude just dropping 100 on Leon. Like, the odds were probably nuts. But Kamaru just got hit by an absolute MW2 stun grenade. Is laying there, like, doesn't even know. Like, he's like, I think half of it at this point is disappointment at this point in the video. But dang,
he'll be
dude,
back.
and he does the notorious walk.
I mean, he definitely gets a rematch, right?
Oh, yeah. They'll fight. Yeah, there has to be a rematch there.
Yeah. You can't be the champion that long.
You can't have like 4 title defenses in a row. Speaking of that, Usman had won, I think, 15 straight. Just put him 3rd all time for wins in a row in the UFC. I think Anderson Silva had 16, and then John Jones had 17. So 2nd in the division too, because Anderson Silva's in that division.
Is there any news of who's Conor gonna fight?
So no, I haven't heard too much about Conor coming back. So again, my birthday is the 18th. The card on the 22nd looks great. October 22nd. If you guys don't know about the UFC too much, the card October 22nd looks nice. So let's take a look at that. We got the Oliveira Islam Makhachev, the prodigy of Habib Nurmagomedov, the 2nd all-time UFC fighter.
Two.
The GSP.
You think Khabib is better than John Jones?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, you're tripping. John Jones has 9 title defenses.
John Jones
is a
cheated.
freak. John Jones is literally...
He's a cheater.
Yeah, he's made terrible decisions, but he is the GOAT of the UFC.
He's a great fighter.
He's the greatest fighter.
So he's supposed to come back in December against Stipe, the heavyweight GOAT.
John Jones? And he's probably going to be favored. That's how good John Jones is. He can step away for...
And he has no coaches.
Like, when did he fight last? 2019?
It's been a minute. Because he got
been on
suspended, and then he, I think, like, punched a woman.
Yeah.
And his coaches dropped him and everything. That dude has... Yeah, they're going to make documentaries about that guy.
He's crazy.
Anyway, Charles Oliveira,
Islam Makhachev. Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah. I was just thinking that. There's a Hulu documentary, or not a documentary, it's like a show about his life, basically.
Yeah.
It should be pretty good.
Mike Tyson, he's doing good now.
I think Josh sent me that.
What?
And Josh also sent me a TikTok with Leon Edwards' coaches, and it was every round, in between rounds.
They were saying
I think it was the 3rd, after the 2nd round, before the 3rd started, they were like, it's 1-1, you're doing good, it's 1-1, you're good.
Yeah.
And then they showed it again, like, to start the 5th.
Yeah.
Or the 4th, he was like, you got to dig deep. He's like, you're losing, you got to dig deep, let's go. And the 5th was about to start, and he was like, stop feeling sorry for yourself. He was like, it's do or die. And then he went out there and he's like, get your hands moving. He went out there and KO'd him and played the freaking Rocky soundtrack. It was a really cool TikTok. But anyway, Charles Oliveira, Islam Makhachev, Aljamain Sterling, TJ Dillashaw, Muhammad Sean Brady. TJ Dillashaw, yeah.
That's a cheater as well.
For a belt.
When's the last time TJ Dillashaw has fought?
I don't know. I looked it up.
When is Sean O'Malley on this?
Yeah.
Who's he fighting?
Oh shoot, where'd he go? I could have sworn he was fighting on this card.
Oh, dude, I want to see that. He's fighting that one.
Did somebody fill in for Sean? That fight back out? I don't know why it's not on here, but I guess I was looking at the wrong thing. But he's definitely on that card. Sean O'Malley.
Peter Yan, that's his name. Peter Yan.
Peter Yan, that's who he's fighting.
That's that guy.
Peter Yan's a freaking psychopath, dude. Peter Yan's a killer.
If Sugar wins that would be his coming out party for sure. like that he's for real, for real.
Oh dang! It looks like Sean O'Malley just had Ariel Helwani on his podcast. That dude's a meme too.
Yeah,
That dude's a walking meme too.
yeah, he asks tough questions.
He asked questions that could get him shot
Yeah,
if it wasn't filmed. All right, here we go. Here's the actual fight card. We got Charles Oliveira, Islam Makhachev,
that's a good
Aljamain
card.
Sterling versus T.J. Dillashaw, followed by Peter Yan, Sean O'Malley,
He's
Beneil
the number
Dariush,
one ranked
who is
contender, and he's fighting in Sean's
he
only
just
the
lost
13th.
to Aljamain. Aljamain was that fight where Peter Yan kneed him in the face and everybody thought he was
Yeah,
faking.
that was so.
They fight
stupid.
again. Aljamain wins. I think he choked him out the second
Yeah,
round.
we watched that. I remember
Yeah.
because we hated that guy because he was
Well,
being
'cause
too
it-
dramatic about it.
Yeah, it looked rough.
It
But
was-
Sean
yeah.
O'Malley just fought that dude who basically caved. Said he got hit in the eye. Said he couldn't open his eye. I don't. That was so wag. But anyway, basically
I
everyone
don't
agrees
know
that
if
Sean O'Malley won that
O'Malley's
one.
winning this one,
Even
dude.
though he lost, I think he lost the first round
Do
of
you
that
think
fight.
Sean's gonna win that?
I really hope, man, but he's gonna get smoked.
You think?
If they stand up the whole time, he'll win. But Peter Yan, if they get to the ground at any point, Peter Yan's. I mean, Sean O'Malley's long. He's gonna have reach. It's gonna be hard to get close. He's one of the best strikers, the most accurate striker, statistically of all time. So it's gonna be hard for Peter Yan to get close. But if he does, I think if it goes to the ground, it's a wrap.
I just want to see
Dariush
Sean
fights
O'Malley hit a jump shot on him.
Dariush, he's a dog. He's about to be up there in the 155 division. And that's basically the fighters I'm looking forward to.
I hope Connor just fights Nate Diaz or
But
something.
yeah. Yeah, bro, I don't know about Conor, honestly.
I don't want him to come back for a title fight and then just get thraxed.
I think
Like he's just not that. He's not there yet. Just get a couple fights in.
Charles Oliveira,
Like both of
That
his
dude's the
fights
real
against
deal,
Dustin
bro.
were way too short, anyways, to get off like ring rust almost.
the fights against Dustin don't even feel like they were real, bro.
Yeah.
Like it felt like an exhibition fight.
He looks so much slower.
It's crazy that since Cerrone, which was 2019,
That was
right?
2020, beginning of 2020.
So since
that feels
2020,
like it was 5 years
This
ago.
dude has only fought Dustin Poirier.
Yeah.
He's only fought Dustin Poirier.
I wish
mean,
he
that-
would have just, if COVID never happened, you think he would have just stayed in 170?
He would have been.
Seems
good at
like he
170,
fights
but,
really
I mean,
well at
Cerrone. He fought Cerrone on such a decline. He didn't fight a good Cerrone.
No, he's definitely not
But
good.
that
He
fight
just
was
looks
great.
really good.
What a good fight.
He just looks really good.
I mean, for Conor. Yeah, he looked awesome, man. He looked full.
yeah,
looked healthy.
yeah,
He looked good.
he looked like motivated too.
Best intro to a fight ever.
Yeah,
The best intro. I don't know if you guys have
best
seen
Connor look with the
Go-
beard.
that. And the long hair.
Yeah, the long hair and the beard.
Dang, he looked fire. But yeah, I made an intro with that, but I guess we're not gonna be able to use it. Also, if there's anything that you guys notice, we're new to YouTube, we're new to podcasts, so if there's anything you guys notice that needs to be fixed or whatever, just please let me know, because I don't know too much. Like, if the camera angle's weird, anything like that, just hit us up in the comments. Gonna be trying to build this up. We're gonna do 3 a week. Today's Monday. We're gonna try to get this one posted on Monday, if not Tuesday. Regardless, the rest will be posted Wednesday and Friday. So we're gonna do Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. Hopefully, those will be posted in the mornings of those days. After that, we'll have clips posted from those the following days on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And then nothing posted on Sundays. So 6 days a week, new content all the time. Come hang out, come listen. Hopefully you get a laugh, learn a bit about sports, and hang out with us some. I think at this point we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We're here at 50 minutes. After some of the editing and intros and outros, it could be looking like a 50-minute podcast. So
Yeah, not too long.
not too long. But dude, it was fun. It was a lot easier than I
Yeah.
thought. I didn't have to think that much. We kind of just hung out and talked.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get a lot better though, because I know we suck.
Oh yeah, so
So-
it felt pretty good.
Yeah, but I know we're gonna
rewatch
look
it and
back at
think,
this.
wow, that was cringy.
Yeah, yeah, for
It's gonna
sure.
look terrible, and
Yeah.
that's okay. So if you guys want to roast us in the comments, we got thick
Yeah.
skin.
Yeah,
I
we can
promise
take
we
it.
got
That's
thick
how
skin.
we got into this game.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to getting roasted. Hopefully, if you're gonna go ahead and roast us, just make it a good one at least.
Yeah.
But
Don't waste our time.
try to take it personal, and we'll be good. But yeah, so we're gonna go and wrap it up. Again, my name's Caden. It's my brother Cameron. Good Point Bro podcast. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, clips Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. Hopefully all in the morning, so you'll enjoy that day. Listening to us on your way to work, home from work, wherever you're
Start
at,
off your day right.
whatever your needs are. Just always start your day with Good Point Bro.
Agreed.
Later.
See you guys.